What's going on, everybody? It's Austin Bonell with his Semi-Saucin YouTube channel. What was that? That my CDL? That's my CDL. Your boy passed. It wasn't even up for debate. You know, your boy was ready. It's really funny because I did get my CDL. I did pass. I passed. I did extremely well. According to one of my instructors, you know, they said that those were some of the best scores that they've seen in a long time. So, you know, he had told me that I had gotten a 99% on the pre-trip. I missed one thing on the pre-trip. I got 100% on my skills test. I was backing that thing up everywhere I needed to, and I nailed it. The skills, the road test, I think he said I got a 98 or a 97. So I only missed like 3 or 4 components on all 3 of the tests total. So they said it was a pretty good score. Since I have now graduated from the academy, I'm now essentially on the company side of things with Swift Transportation. So the way that they explained it to me during recruiting is that Swift Academy and Swift Transportation are 2 separate entities. So while you're in school, you're working with Swift Academy. When you get hired as an employee, you are working with Swift Transportation. Now, all these problems are starting to start right when I start to transition to Swift Transportation. So I don't want to blame the academy director, or any of the instructors for this, because I don't think it was their fault. But, you know, I've been talking to you guys over and over about Top Gun and how I really wanted to do Top Gun right out. And I had the scores to do it. You know, everyone was telling me, you know, these are the scores that we want to see for someone going into Top Gun. It is an accelerated program. So the students that are excelling already should be in that program. Essentially, somehow I got screwed out of it. You know, I don't want to blame the academy. I think that there was a mistake when they filled my application, because on your last day, so the way the last day went, I showed up. I show up an hour early for the test. And you just kind of sit there. You don't really do anything. I was watching TV. And then you go and you do your test. You know, did the pre-trip, did skills, road test, whatever. And then once you pass, you're there for like an extra 2 hours, and they're like making you sign a bunch of documents. You're doing your I-9, your W-4, you're essentially like getting hired and going through orientation as if you just got hired with the company. Like, that's like, okay, like when you get hired, you have to do all your tax paperwork and stuff. That's kind of what they're doing. And in that process, they made me do an application for Top Gun. And I know my instructor really went to bat for me to get in there, because, you know, all he kept telling me are these are the type of scores that we want to see out of our students in Top Gun, because it's an accelerated program. So the fact that I wasn't able to go into Top Gun, and there were people going into Top Gun that I scored better than by like a mile, is messed up, you know? And I guess it's a first come, first serve kind of thing, because the slots were full for the Monday class by Friday. But like, people are testing almost every day. So just a feedback for the academy and like the Top Gun, that program, the way that I would do it, I don't know how to run a company or anything, it's just a suggestion, is that I would take all the applications, and then at the end of the day, like when I put in my application, when I was done, like I finished testing at like 3:30 on Friday. So when you get your last application, when your last guy tests and you get his Top Gun application, you know, rank them. Who scored the best out of everybody this week that applied to Top Gun, and fill the slots based off of who scored the highest, because those are the guys that deserve to be there. It is what it is. I'm not going to be in Top Gun. So it's Wednesday right now. Whether the video gets uploaded today or tomorrow, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Sorry, guys. So whether the video gets uploaded today or if it gets uploaded Wednesday, just know that it's Tuesday. Okay, so I went the whole weekend, right? You know, thinking that I was going to do Top Gun. I get called by driver qualifications on Saturday. And they're the guys that pretty much, like, you know, ask you what route you're on and set you up with your mentor and stuff like that. They call me, nice lady. And, you know, she's like, hey, like, just wanted to make sure, you know, we got your application and we have a mentor available for you on Monday. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm doing Top Gun like the following Monday, because that's where, when I left Friday, I was under the impression that I wouldn't be in this class of Top Gun, but I would be in the next class of Top Gun, so I would just be out sitting for a week. The way the driver qualifications explained it to me is essentially when they submitted my application, there's a box that says, is he attending Top Gun, yes or no? Supposedly that box was checked no, and that my availability was that I was ready to start as soon as possible. And they said that's the only reason that they approved my application. So there might have been some fuckery in there. I'm not too sure. Sounds a little sketch to me because like everybody in the academy knew that I was trying to do Top Gun, and everybody knew that I should have done it because I scored extremely well. I'm over it. I don't really need it. You know what I mean? I mean, it would be a great experience to get into simulators and get more in-depth training before going with the mentor. I would have really liked that, but it's not necessary, you know? And some people do it because they're like, oh, I want to get to the driver pay fast. I want to get to my cents per mile times miles driven faster. And apparently that's the fastest way to do it because you get 2 weeks instead of, 6 to 8 weeks. Okay. And there's a lot of hearsay going on because now I've got a group chat with 2 guys ahead of me that are going with mentors that they did Top Gun. So they're 2 weeks ahead of me. So they've done Top Gun and now they're going with their mentors for 2 weeks. And then I have a guy that's behind me 2 weeks that's about to graduate in a week or two. And then you've got me, I'm going with a mentor at the same time these guys are because I didn't do Top Gun because I got shafted. So we are all in open communication, trying to make sure that everything's fair and that, nobody's getting different pay than anybody else if we're all doing the same route, which we all are doing a dedicated dry van route. We're doing a Costco dedicated. It's going to be a little triangle from California to Nevada, etc. So I've heard from one of the guys that's in there that is already with the mentor that said the mentor said that if you're ready, they'll let you go as early as 4 weeks. So Top Gun really only cuts you down 1 week because it's Top Gun and then mentorship for 2 weeks. So it cuts you down 1 week instead of like 3 to 5. That's hearsay. I'm not going to take what he says as fact because he's been with a mentor for a day. And you know what I mean? If it was something that the mentor told him, great, but that also doesn't apply to everybody. I might not do that great on my own right away. I'm not going to talk like I'm the shit. I scored very well. And that's perfect, that's fine. I just needed to pass, so I'm not gonna brag about having these big scores. When it came to Top Gun, yes, I think they should have pulled the highest scores, which was, you know what I mean? My instructor told me verbatim, the 5 slots that are filled, I scored higher than all of them. So that hurts. It hurts more than anything. I'm over the Top Gun stuff. That's behind us. It is what it is. We can't change anything in the past. And so I'm going to go with my mentor and I'm going to give him 100%. And if he can cut me loose in 4 weeks, cut me loose in 4 weeks, man. You know what I mean? Like we'll get it. And the whole thing is just crazy. It really is crazy. But my mentor, we ran into more issues because they couldn't find me a mentor. So they said, hey, we're going to get you in touch with a mentor. Sorry to ramble, but now we're back on the driver qualifications lady's phone call. She said, yeah, we'll have you with a mentor on Monday. And she pretty much said, you need to go with your mentor. We're going to pull your application. If we were wrong with the Top Gun thing, next time you're in town, you can just go in and start Top Gun. It's essentially what they told me. And it sounded kind of like put a pin in it. Go with your mentor, though. You have to go with your mentor. And if we were wrong, we'll fix it. Whatever, dude. That's fine. I'll go with my mentor on Monday. Monday comes around, which was yesterday. Didn't get a fucking phone call. I got no information from anybody. Or I'm calling, this lady, and she's not answering. I called her like 3 times. I don't want to blow her up, so I spread it out. But I'm like, all right, well, here's the thing is I'm not working right now because I know that I'm about to leave, so I stopped working. So now there's like this, I might be split with my pay because I left my other job and stopped working my other job to go to this job, and now this job is like not answering while I'm trying to get work. Finally, I get a call from somebody who, it was a man this time around, and they say, hey, we've got a guy for you that's available tomorrow. His name is da-da-da-da-da. Here's his number. So I text him, hey, my name is Austin. You're going to be my mentor. What do I need to bring? Because I've heard a lot of different stories about how to, have etiquette in somebody else's truck while you're in their truck with your mentor. I've heard a lot of mentors don't want you bringing a bunch of shit, in like big ass bags and stuff. So I want to be respectful. You know what I mean? I don't want to like move in. You know what I mean? You know, if they only want like a couple days worth of clothes, cool. Pack a light bag. I have one duffel bag and that's it. Like one small duffel bag. I got about 4 changes of clothes, my laptop, my hotspot, and then like, you know, what are they called? Sundries, you know, shampoo, conditioner, deodorant, toothpaste, stuff like that. Toiletries, I don't know if that's what it's called. I don't know, whatever. But so I text this guy early in the morning yesterday. Doesn't answer. And so I call him by like 6 yesterday. I'm like, if he doesn't text me back, I'm gonna call him, because what I don't like, a big pet peeve of mine is lack of communication. I hate it. I hate it more than anything. Because even if it's something I don't want to hear, just tell me. Just tell me. I would rather hear bad news than hear no news at all when I'm expecting good news. You know what I mean? Like, I'm expecting, yeah, I'm going to start tomorrow, this, that, and the other, and then he doesn't contact me at all. I found out that I think he had a landline. Because when I called his actual phone, his wife answered. And I was like, yeah, I'm here. I'm trying to talk to such and such. Hold on. Had to go get him. And then he came over and was like, hey, this is so-and-so. Who's this? And so we got in contact. And he said, yeah, man, why don't you go ahead and meet me at the Phoenix terminal at noon tomorrow, which would be today. And we'll do this, that, and the other. You know, we'll meet, we'll chop it up, and then we'll get on the road. And I'm like, cool, yeah. Went over my options for how long I want to be out. You know, they said I have to be out for at least 5 days, which is fine. He was trying to say like, oh, I've got PTO on the 18th if you're trying to run into the 18th. And I was like, bro, what? Like that? I have kids, man. You want me to run 17 days straight during training, bro? You are tripping. I said, let's figure, you know, I'm already missing a day because it's Monday. Let's figure it out. Let's talk, because realistically, my wife works on the weekends, so I would like to be home Friday night. Realistically. You know, and if I have to work short this week because there was a lack of communication, whatever, and you know, and then I have to make it up later, I would rather do that than to work through the weekend and then my wife misses work. So the problem with that is that I wake up today, bag packed, ready to go. I start getting dressed, start getting my kids ready because they got to drop me off. You know, my wife and my kids are going to drop me off. And he calls me at like 9 in the morning. And I'm like, hey, man, what's going on? And he's like, hey, like, you know, this is what's going on. I went to look at my app today and I don't have a load today. I have a load for tomorrow at like 8 in the morning. So are you cool with just meeting me tomorrow? And I'm like, I mean, yeah, but like now I'm 2 days short. Now I'm 2 days short. And so I don't know what their plan is with me, because now I'm short 2 days. Every other guy started on Monday except for my other buddy who started Tuesday today. So he's like, yeah, we have a load going to California. I'll be doing Target dedicated through my mentorship, because that's just the route. Those are the accounts that he's taking right now. So we're going to California, pick up freight, and then I think we're dropping it in New Mexico somewhere, which is where I am. Will be my first load. So that's where we're at now. I got an extra day with my family. Cool. My only concern is how they're going to pay me, because there's a guarantee of $800 a week through your mentorship. So I don't know if it's going to be prorated because I missed 2 days, or if it's going to be a full 800 and then I just have to, you know, probably make it up, maybe work 6 days a week for 2 weeks or something. I don't know how they want me to do it. We'll figure it out. But he said, you know, you're very flexible when it comes to like how much you want to drive and stuff. They're like, there are guys that do 5 days on, 3 days off. There are guys that do, you know, 6 days on, 2 days off. You know, he's like, or you can just run. You know, there are people that run all month. They don't come home. He's like, so it varies. But if you are home oriented and you want home time, you can do like 5 days on, 2 days off, which is what I was told in orientation that it was. So that checks out as of right now, just to backpedal in some of my older videos and clarifying fact. So far, I've been told by like every person in Swift, my recruiter, driver qualifications, and the instructors that, you know, you can do 5 days on, 2 days off on dedicated accounts. And I've even heard you can take 3 days if you have a good relationship with your driver leader and you ask respectfully. I've heard that sometimes they'll give it to you. I don't know if I'm going to stretch that far yet. I got to build rapport first. But that's where I'm at right now. And so, again, I heard from other guys that are in my academy or that graduated and are with the mentors that you can get released from your mentor as early as 4 weeks. So that would only be a month. It's only 1 week less than if I did Top Gun. So everybody that's trying to rush and do Top Gun so that they get their driver pay, just slow down, take your time. You want to learn. You don't want to be on your own and still have questions. And if you do have questions and you're not comfortable and you're not confident, your mentor will see that and they're not going to let you go yet. So just put your head down and go to work, and it'll be cool. I will probably not be doing like realistic vlogging the way I want to until I have my own truck. I will be doing a video when I get my own truck, you know, loading it up, put a flat screen in there, you know what I mean? Microwave, do it all up. I have stuff in my Amazon cart just waiting to be purchased. I'm just waiting to get on some payroll and have some money aside so I can do it. But yeah, that's it. That was week 8 review, man. Week 8 was great, man. And I want to give a shout out to my instructor. His name's Kenny Williams. He's like the best instructor in the Swift Academy in the Phoenix terminal. He is amazing. He helped me so much, even on my bad days when I had the bad instructor. He was there, man, and he really is a great teacher, great guy to learn from, and is very positive. You know, he's amazing, and I give all my accomplishments to him, and I give him all the credit, man, because he's a great teacher. Everybody at the academy was great. I have a great review of the actual academy in general. You know, there was, you know, a couple bad seeds, and you're gonna find that anywhere. And there was a couple of bad moments where maybe, you know, me and an instructor got off on the wrong foot. But that is everywhere. Nobody's gonna be perfect in every job and every learning institution or anything like that. You're always gonna have people that, you know, just are cranky, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, Kenny was great. The academy was great. Now when we do our reviews going forward, it's not going to be a Swift Academy review, it's going to be a Swift Transportation review. So now I'll be reviewing the company side of things. And you know, I'm going to be trying to do a video once a week, you know, try to throw maybe some shorts out there once a day just to kind of review the day. And then it won't be actual vlogs of me driving until I'm solo dolo. So just stay tuned, you know what I mean? It's still going to be a video a week, potentially shorts every day to go over the day. So make sure you smash the like button and subscribe. You can hit the bell for notifications when I upload my next videos. And again, put some comments down below, you know, have some conversations with me about the academy or about getting your CDL. I can answer as many questions as I can and just get to know everybody in the community. And that's about it. So yeah, guys, love, peace, chicken grease, and I'll see you guys next week after my first week solo. Have a good one, you guys.